Okay, so I want to do a reading right now. This one is a little different. I want to do a reading on woke culture. Woke, whatever the fuck this shit is. And I've said this many times. I truly wish that woke meant awakened, but it does not, and it means almost the exact opposite. So, this, it's like an obsession with racism and an obsession with separating people according to completely bogus things like skin color and almost exclusively judging people according to that. And I mean, there's other parts of it, with all the gender and sexual stuff and whatever. But I want to look and try to, because I've thought about this a lot. What the fuck is this shit? Where did it come from? You know? And why is it here? Is there anything fucking useful that comes out of it? Or what is the deal? So let's just look at woke culture. What the fuck? Woke stuff. Like, what is this crap? Random word, pickle juice, random number 92. All right. Fascinating. So, this is funny because the root card is the temperance card, and this is understanding. This is literally the exact opposite of woke culture, right? This is about seeing many perspectives, and it's like understanding and wisdom and like patience. Now, one of the things that's happening here in the temperance card, there are these two opposite things, and they're being blended together. Now, if we're looking at like the obsession with racism, so if you go back 70 years, 100 years, whatever, in America, so there was all of the racism then, and it was pretty much the opposite of this woke stuff. So that could be the other thing. Like, instead of just letting the one thing dissipate and be gone, this is creating an opposite and then blending the two. Now, I'm a little worried about blending two fucking completely opposite forms of racism, but let's just see what we get. All right. So, the Five of Wands is chaos and competition. So here, all of the people are fighting against each other, and that makes a lot of sense. So we have all of these groups separating. It's like you're supposed to claim some sort of ethnic identity so you can fight with that ethnic group against all of the other people, I guess. Now, we're going to put a card here to see like where this shit has come from, and a card here to see where it is going. Hey, and there's the devil. All right. Well, this is really interesting. Where did it come from? We get the Four of Wands. Now, in the progression of Wands, this is the natural cycle. This is how it works. So, the Four of Wands is shared commitment to harmony and stability, which shows in the hand fasting ceremony here. And then they both kind of put their own shit aside to create this harmonious, stable place. Now, this seems to me like an ideal situation. And then, after you have this harmony, you throw one new element into it, and then it creates total chaos. Now, this this would imply maybe a couple of different things. One of the things is like we were achieving peace, we were achieving harmony, Where did it come from? It came from peace and harmony and stability. And then it's like, well, we can't fucking have that. We have to divide people and have them fight each other. So, where does it go? And we get the devil. So, the devil is obsession and possession. Again, we have the devil dancing on the scorched earth. So, the devil has come up in a bunch of these readings, and I do have a playlist on my channel that is called The Devil, and it's all of the readings where the devil has shown up. So, eventually, we're going to be able to figure out a common thread and what this energy is actually representing. Okay, so I want to look and see. I better put the Temperance card here on the bottom. Now, the Temperance card on the bottom is saying that the energy that is trying to happen is understanding. Understanding and wisdom and patience. And I really, really hope that this actually does happen. Maybe it's going to take 10,000 years, I hope not, but hopefully this energy finally does get to surface. Now, I want to look at what caused this from a place of like harmony. What the hell was the thing that was injected in here to cause all of this? And we get the Three of Wands. So, the 3, 4, and 5. Now, if we look at this, what was injected into the 4 to create the 5? The Three of Wands is the one that comes before the 4. So it would be like a little injection of the past. Now, what I was really looking for here is some idea of like an organization or something that sort of planted this fucking seed, and that isn't really what this is showing. The way that I would read this is an echo, and I guess this makes sense. It would be an echo of all the terrible things of the past, because the 3 came before the 4. So what came before the harmony and the shared commitment was, here's the echo. Now, the Three of Wands on its own is a long growing commitment, like here's the mother and she's growing these wands, and it's all about nurturing and patience and all of that, and the moon is blowing this blessing. And I'm not really sure if we look at that aspect of the 3 what this would talk about, unless like if it's a plan going down like a conspiracy theory route. This would be a fucking long, slow growing plan. But what I think the 3 is really talking about is an echo. It's an echo of what came before the momentary peace and harmony. And even if that shit only lasted 1 second, as a Gen Xer, right? I really do feel like we had this shit figured out. We didn't give a fuck what anybody looked like, where they were from. We did not care. And then suddenly everyone is like supposed to separate themselves and judge everyone according to what they look like, and they're supposed to fucking fight each other. And that seems pretty bogus to me. So we're going to put a card here to see what comes out of this. Like, what actually comes out. And so we get the fucking Six of Wands. Holy crap. Now, this is literally the way that these cards are showing up. This is saying that woke culture is a completely natural progression of the way that inspiration and like Wands energy, fire energy, of how inspiration works. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, the Six of Wands is about being recognized for what you have actually done. The person in the six goes into this cocoon and they do all this work on themselves, and then they come out this more powerful, beautiful butterfly figure, and here's all the people that are hailing them. They're like, holy shit, good job. You really kicked ass. You've done so much work on yourself and it's amazing. Now, if what comes out of all of this is people getting recognized for who they actually are and all of the fucking real work that they've done, that seems pretty great, right? So this would be like the mud puddle that we have to slog through in order to get to the actual place that we're trying to get. But the cards are truly showing that this is a absolutely natural progression of energy, and it's fire energy. So this is the energy that would cause people to fight, but it's the energy that would inspire people as well. Now, this thing showing up on the bottom is a hopeful thing because we've got this blending of opposites, and there is actual fucking wisdom that comes out of the Temperance card. This is a little concerning because the devil is kind of showing that this is going to get worse before it gets any better, right? And it's going to go from this thing that you might hear or see a bunch of crap online, but the devil is saying like this is going to become true obsession. And I know that that is already true in many, many people. Um, Fascinating stuff. If you have any questions or comments about this, I would love to hear them. And if you have any like other ideas on what you would like to see readings of, feel free to leave a comment. And one other thing that I'm going to say real quick is that the Temperance card and the Devil are also opposites. The Devil is obsession and possession, and you can kind of see in the color, like the red color, like the hot burning red. And the Temperance card is very cool and even and measured. So, in order to get here, it looks like we've got to go through this. Um, Truly fascinating, and that's what we have here. Peace.